Hello, everybody. Hi, how are you? I am doing well. This is Heather Alexandra for Kotaku.com, a video game website about video games. I'm joined in the booth by
Paul Tamayo.
my man.
I'm back, baby.
My friend. You just did a stream earlier with our good friend Joshua Rivera.
Yeah, we did the Ghost Recon.
Yeah, you did. How the hell did you just pronounce that?
The Ghost Recon.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
back
the
when you're on the reconnaissance.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is Monster Hunter. We're going to
is.
play Monster Hunter's new expansion, Iceborne. As a heads up right at the start of the stream, one of the things that Capcom told us, that I'll tell you that Capcom told us, was they were like, hey, you can't use a save file that's been playing Iceborne. So I've been playing the expansion for about 20 hours now. Haven't finished it. It's a huge-ass expansion. And in order for me to play this from the start, because I was an idiot who didn't remember to make a second save file, I'm jumping back to a save file that's like 100 hours before where I am currently.
Damn.
This is a save file from February. I can still access Iceborne because, you know, whatever, but this is like a 218-hour save. My other one's like 300 something.
Scrub.
So my hunter rank and everything's all screwy right now. So we're going to start, and you'll see what the deal is with Iceborne. It's great. We're going to do the early fights. They're not necessarily as bananas bonkers as some of what comes later, but they're still very good.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see because I only played a little bit of it at E3.
Oh, yeah.
And I know it gets bonkers.
Yeah, there's a lot of good changes to how combat works that I really, really like. I like most of the new monsters. My two favorite monsters were added into this. So there's what's basically a T-Rex with a sword for a tail called, I say Glavenus, even though that's wrong, it's Glavenus. One of my favorite monsters. It can move its big sword tail and its teeth to light it on fire and then just have a flaming sword tail.
Oh my god.
Which is fantastic. I love it. And then there's a weird, almost puma cat raptor bat called Nargacuga.
Nargacuga?
Nargacuga. It's really good. It's one of my favorites as well.
I want to see that one.
Because its armor, when you get it, always looks like a ninja.
Is it cute?
I think I am of the opinion that pretty much every monster in Monster Hunter
cute.
is pretty adorable.
Yeah, they're cuties.
Except for Valstrax. That's a dragon that turns into a jet fighter.
Not cool dragon.
Basically, you might remember that from the time we did a demo of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing flew around like it was a gosh darn F-18 Blue Angel style.
Yeah, it was
dive
weird.
bombing me like I said something mean about its sister.
Yeah. Get ready for the feature, the major motion picture with Tom Cruise where he learns to fly a dragon.
So this starts kind of slow. Oh, cool. Oh, good. It's in Japanese. So I'm a snob who's like, you should probably play Monster Hunter with like Japanese voices.
Yeah.
I like it a little bit better. So to start off, there's not much plot in these games ever. Here they're like, oh, we found a bunch of these Legiana, which you might remember from the normal campaign of Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And they're like, something's up with these ones. They're flying around weird. And we're going to see what's up with them. Oh, you hear Tim Rogers? No, that's so.
I tend to dip into my Hot 97 voice, and it just happens to sound like Tim Rogers.
No, I say, don't play with that 3x speed on in
Damn,
Final Fantasy.
Where'd you find that?
8. He's on a break. I don't know why I turned into Foghorn Leghorn there for a second. I was like, he's on a break. One cool thing here is there's changes to combat. Oh, I can't even swing my sword here. You get cool new moves in this. I say Tim Rogers is who here hasn't stolen an egg from a hen house at one time. Yeah. So we're going to keep on going. Blick, Legiana. Well, you should be happy to know that Iceborne brings back subspecies in a much more robust capacity. So there is a different version of Legiana, which is just covered in ice and can create ice crystals that pop up from the ground. And if you're not careful, it'll fight you with a normal Legiana, and it friggin' sucks. I didn't like that fight. Most of the fights in the expansion I enjoyed. I have to say, the Frosty Legiana, whose name escapes me, wasn't a fan.
Frosty
was
Legiana.
little, yeah. Legiana Frosty? Frosty variant?
Legiana Grande.
Like some of them are pretty obvious. So there's some things like there's a new Glavenus, which is acidic, and it has acid on its tail. There's a Fulgur Anjanath, which is an Anjanath, which those usually spit out fire. This one has like a weird lightning effect. So sometimes this game's like, here's all these cool new monsters, like go fight Zinogre or something, and you're like, great, fantastic.
Great.
And then other times they're like, okay, the final battle is here. Totally ready. Time for you to fight these the dragon. Go for it. And then they're like, actually, we just spotted this dotted version of a thing you've already fought before. Can you go fight that for like 2 hours?
And
before?
then they just like beef with each other.
And you're just like, oh, goddamn.
Ooh, cutscene.
Yeah, so they're gonna set us up for what's going on here.
Also, hi chat. We've got our eyes on
Somebody
chat.
says Frosted Legiana. They're great. Cookie Crisp. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember how it was controversial to have a cookie-based cereal in the 90s, and now we just have that shit everywhere?
Yeah, now it's everywhere.
People were like, cookies for breakfast. I don't know. And also, people were definitely like Reese's for breakfast.
Yeah.
And
now it's like
now
energy drinks.
Now they're just like, here's some Oreos, but they're cereal.
Yeah, now it's like, have a Bang energy drink.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. I don't know, that we're talking like old people right now, but you know.
I mean, we're old. It's fair.
I remember back when corn pops were controversial because they might have been a little too sugary. People were like, nah, eat bran flakes, you little bitch.
Get your fiber up.
Yeah.
You dumb.
Yes. So all the Legiana right now are fleeing from what we know as the New World. And they are getting chased away by this sucker, which is a new Elder Dragon. Those of you who are familiar with Monster Hunter know that some of the toughest fights in the game are the Elder Dragon fights. This is Velkhana, which is a new Elder Dragon.
Yes.
Is this a boomer stream?
Welcome to the boomer stream.
Yeah. I turned 30. So
welcome to the club, girl.
It's absolutely a boomer stream.
Title screen, baby.
Oh, I love.
That's good.
So this is great. Did Capcom send Tim a copy? No, they sent me a copy. Why are you asking about
ask
Tim?
him, bro.
Why are you asking Tim about getting a copy of Iceborne?
Here.
Also, why are you spelling Iceborne like Jason Bourne? Oh, Jesus Christ,
Iceborne.
That's Jason Iceborne.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason.
I was saying earlier, and I'll tell y'all on stream right now, I had to be very careful typing out Iceborne because if I typed it too fast, I would accidentally write Iceboner.
Iceboner. You never want to. Yeah, you never want to pop an Iceboner live on the internet.
Wouldn't be that big. Nobody would notice it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Such a thing. Oh, Tim. I don't know what Tim's stance on Monster Hunter World is. He would probably tell me something like, I think that the combat is luscious. And the monsters are scrumptious.
I played this with him at E3. I forgot about that. We have a
you
video.
Did. You guys played together.
Yeah, we have a video. Check out
which
our
is
YouTube.
Fun. I did not get to go to E3 this
One
year.
thing I love that he says in the video is like right before we played, there were literally laminated papers in front of us full of tutorial information, and he was like, "This is like a desk job." He's like, "Iceborne is a lifestyle." Or
Monster Hunter is definitely a thing that you invest in. The same way that you invest into like an MMO or something.
Yeah, for sure.
You really got to learn to love the grind, which is a very hard thing to tell people to do.
Yeah.
And so we're getting through all this opening stuff.
Present company included. Your boy.
Yeah.
I walked away from Monster Hunter like, yo, I'm out. I'm
You
out the
bounced
game,
off
baby.
it.
I'm out.
You hit your limit.
I hit my limit. I hit my break point.
So now they're all going to be like, hey, we've this new Elder Dragon showed up, and we got to follow it. I would care much more about these characters in Monster Hunter if they had names instead of just being like
Fiber guy.
Analytics director. I'm like, yeah, he's my favorite. I love when he is checking over the money in my 401k, in my monster 401k. They do okay with a couple of the characters. The handler, who's your partner, gets a lot more time here still, so she's great. But it's just like, he is my boss. And I don't know my boss's name. He is just commander. This guy is just second fleet master.
Yeah, what's his name? Like Steve or something?
Fleetwood Master. Lots of rumors going around this.
Wow.
Things going on. Yeah, my tech chief. They're cool characters. They could be very cool characters, and they kind of mess up with it a little, which is a bummer. Like, I don't know. Like, she's cool. The third fleet master's great. All she does is sit around in her broken airship and like smoke all day.
Or in her B-boy
And you know what? I respect it. But also, I don't know. I wish I knew her name. Maybe we could chill.
That's a good pose. Other dude?
Oh, the guy like grumpy old.
Yeah.
The one that looks like my grandfather.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Soon. Before you know it.
That's me.
Look
all
at that
the time.
Meowscular chef.
Oh
He's
my
the
God.
best. We get a new chef when we get to the new village though.
He's a chunk.
It's the Meowscular chef's grandmother.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't wait. So you go straight into master rank, which is like this version's thing of like G rank and stuff, which is just higher rank stuff. It means that all your old armor that you spent a lot of time with, maybe not as good anymore, and you gotta go do stuff. Can you start Iceborne with a level 1 new file? Oh gosh, no, buddy.
No.
You gotta play through that main campaign.
That's the problem I ran into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I would like, even if you could, there's no way in my like life that I would be like, yes, hop into Iceborne without having the experience of the main game,
Yeah.
because everything in Iceborne is based around this idea that you kind of know what you're doing.
Right.
Right.
It's like remixed.
Which is, some of these are remixed versions of things that you know. Some of them are new monsters, and they're all built around the presumption that you have an understanding for Monster Hunter's quirks, that you have a good grasp on your preferred weapon type. This doesn't really pull any of its punches. As well, it shouldn't. It's master rank. It's G rank, right? So it really should try and challenge you. So even if you could start right away, definitely wouldn't.
Does the G and G rank stand for gamer?
I forget what it stands for. Yeah, it stands for gamer.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna like jump right into Iceborne after downloading the code they gave us, and I was like, oh, I didn't beat the base game, and then I couldn't party up with anybody.
I couldn't help Paul
Yeah, you couldn't
because
help
the
me.
minute that I downloaded Iceborne, they were like, hey, you're in like a very unique...
Well, even I was.
Oh yeah, you were too.
I
I guess
shot up
maybe
the
we
flare.
could have.
I shot up the flare and no one came, and I was like, oh well. I'm
Yeah,
just
one
gonna
of the
die
downsides
again.
about having to review a Monster Hunter game or do stuff with a Monster Hunter game before everybody else in like the real world is
You're all
is
alone.
caught up, is that you can't really do a lot of multiplayer, and that's one of the things that makes Monster Hunter better. Good news for people, by the way. I'm rambling a little bit. It used to be that hopping into multiplayer would automatically buff a monster's health by a ton, because there were two versions. There was like the health value if you were fighting it alone, and then the health value if you're fighting it with multiplayer. And that value is the same if it was 4 players or like 2 players. It wouldn't scale. They're patching it and making some changes so it's actually going to scale. So if you hop in with 2 players, the health will get boosted, but it won't get boosted as if you have 4 players.
That's such a big difference.
So nice.
Yeah.
Really great quality of life improvement that I'm so glad that they're finally doing, even though it's been like a year.
Yeah, because for me it was always like, all right, I'm playing solo dolo, or I need 3 people to come with me.
Right, because if you hop, I mean, you can do duos. Like, I used to hunt stuff. I used to play this game a ton with my ex, and like, she's so excited to hop into Iceborne. We're still going to play some of it. But the idea that we can hop in, me and a friend, and not have to worry about a monster being bonkers strong
Yeah.
is wild. I forgot how much preamble there is to this. He's an excitable dude.
Oh, look at your little
Yeah, that's Bone Bone.
bone.
Bone Bone's my palico. He's currently adorned in adorable
Adornable.
a golden Kulve Turoth armor. Yeah, they try and make the characters do a little bit more, but, does it always work? I can't say. It's a weird thing when you care more about like what the new monsters are than you care about anything else. And trust me, they got new monsters in here, y'all.
They're here.
They got Rajang in here, which if you don't know what a Rajang is, it's an incredibly angry giant monkey that beats the shit out of anything.
Oh wow.
It's a very classic monster for Monster Hunter, and it is gonna kick everybody's butt.
Nice.
I cannot wait
Show it to me.
to see people get like picked up by a giant monkey and then hurled across the floor.
Yeah, this is also a great game to watch people play.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna show off some cool new stuff. Her hair's doing a little bit of weird stuff.
It's Millie rocking on the side over there.
Man, this guy's talking to me like he knows me.
Oh look, you were right about the rumors.
Ah, the rumors?
Tell me lies.
Have you heard about Do you know where I could find some sailors? How about a game of Lucky Hit? I'm so ready for Shenmue 3.
Oh my god.
I need you to know.
We gotta stream that for like 6 hours straight.
With the disclosure that before I worked here at Kotaku, I did back that Kickstarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so
Full
y'all know.
disclosure.
But that also means y'all know that I am super into
Yeah.
Shenmue and Yu Suzuki, so I'll tell you how I feel about it as a fan.
That also goes to show you that she's not new to this. She's true to this, as I would say.
That's how it goes. Yeah, so we found a new island full of cold stuff and dragons. Boom, boom. Careful. I'm wearing glasses right now, so I'm going to push mine up like that too. Shinji Ikari, you're not my son. I like her Japanese voice a lot.
Yeah, it sounds much better in Japanese.
Although she says she always greets you by going "Aibo," which is just like basically her catchphrase. Oh, boom, 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 boom.
You're too chunky.
He's not even that big. He's not even. Well, I mean, like by real cat standards.
Real cat standards. That's
a
big
very
old
large cat. But you know, I think the real Bone Bone might be bigger than that. Bone Bone, for those of you who do not know, fantastic cat that lives in Thailand.
Yeah.
You should follow it on social media.
Oh god.
Oh no. So
Oh.
the terrain and at least this map in Iceborne is like much more harsh and tricky to deal with than Bum Bum. Than some of the other locations in Monster Hunter World. Not by too much, but it's enough that you gotta make sure you're drinking hot drinks all the time. Hot drinks really get you going. That's a song from a Wendy's training video.
What?
Look it up, everybody.
Oh
Hot
my
drinks,
God.
Wendy's.
Wow. I'm 100% gonna look that up later now.
It's a real deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
Those of you who might have been fans of the Spoonie experiment back in the day might remember that. So they give you this layered set that just makes you look not like a
Like a fool.
complete goober. So layered sets are just cosmetic, but they make you look a little different. So now I look like a person who would sensibly be fighting in the snow and everything else. Look at Bone Bone. Got a little hat and everything too.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Alright, so now we're gonna explore and actually fight a GD monster. To be fair, I swore earlier. Oh, I don't even have stuff right now. Do I have? You know what? Just because I know we're gonna end up fighting, I'm gonna eat this ancient potion. Oh my god, did I
Ooh,
not even
yeah.
bring a hot drink? Oh no, there's hot peppers here. That's right. I should use the radial wheel more often, but I don't. The radial wheel.
Yeah, me too. I do the weird claw grip thing, and I just use the D-pad.
So you're gonna see me a lot of times in fights where I run around and just kind of do the carousel.
Yeah.
That's
what
not
I
that's
do.
not really optimal.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I don't feel so bad about it.
Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sadler, welcome to Jurassic Park.
Wow.
We're gonna make a fortune off this place. The only one on my side's the blood-sucking lawyer. Alright, here we go. I mostly just follow her for a little bit longer, too. I can show you some stuff, though, for a second. There's some new attacks, including dodge. I shot that right into her, but it's a dodge where you can fire your slinger if you're using dual blades and use an attack, which is really good.
Sick.
There's this thing.
Yes.
This is the Clutch Claw,
So
which I'm not
good.
going to hop onto a random monster yet because that would really mess things up, but it's really cool.
It's great.
If you're using it with dual blades, you can.
Oh.
What's the attack here?
Oh god. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it. It's a little awkward. Didn't mean to hit it.
He's like, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. There's a way that you can do an attack at the end of it, which is it's not that. That's you can do the dash, but if you dodge in here, 1, 2, and then you Clutch Claw, You swipe with it, and you can immediately mount a monster and do like a cool uppercut.
That's awesome.
You'll see it in battle shortly.
Yeah, I used that clutch claw a lot when I played it at E3.
Yeah, but I wanted people
jumping
to
all
kind of
over
see
it.
that. There's a lot of different. So every weapon set has gotten some overhauls and new moves. Like the longsword can now do that samurai EI jutsu thing where it goes into the sheath and you pull it out like a badass.
Oh, cool.
There's a clutch claw move with the hammer where you just spin bananas. There might be an early access thing for Iceborne right now, but I'm pretty sure it's accessible to everybody else tomorrow.
Yeah.
So this first fight is kind of a remix of stuff that you've fought before, even though it's technically a new monster. You'll see it in a second. Huh?
Eh?
Eyeliner game on point.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm a silent protagonist.
Yeah, they look really good.
I did a good job.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Spending lots of time in those character creators.
Worth it. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Who did it? Oh, Popo?
Popo! Popo Shisho! Alright, so this is Beodatus. Beodatus. However you want to say it. I don't know, I'm not a monster expert. It's kind of like, in the main game, Juridotus, which would swim in swamps. This thing moves around like a gosh dang shark in snow, which is really fun.
That's great.
And it can have ice armor that builds up on it. It's really cool. This is kind of like a little test to see if you still remember that. See if you still got it. Right in the middle of getting into master rank. I didn't reach many hard problems in master rank until I got to a couple monsters later on. For a while, you can, as long as you're familiar with stuff, you can coast through this for a bit. But Clutch Claw, for the record, lets you do this, and then you can. I'm gonna grab that, and oh wow, it was a little wider of an attack than I remembered. I could even do the 1, 2, Clutch Claw. Oh, it moved. No, I got it. And then that goes into a different type of uppercut, which is really nice.
Man, it's so fun to watch the dual blades.
Yeah, they're my favorite. It's easy to fall back on the Clutch Claw as like a as a crutch, so that you just keep on doing this and this and this. But that's not really ideal with. Yeah, so you want to keep on doing other stuff with dual blades and stuff instead. There's a way, so if I do this attack and I can dash back and forth, I can actually do that even though I don't have stamina at the end. It's a little quirk of the dual blades that some folks don't know. It's a weird, highly specific attack that you don't get to use very often, but if you have a monster in like a corner, it's really useful.
That's awesome.
That's one of the things I definitely like about Monster Hunter is that you learn like your weapon in highly specific ways. One other thing you can do with Clutch Claw is hop onto its face, fire slinger ammo, and then send it crashing into walls, where you can then
that is awesome.
Attack it for big damage. It doesn't always work. It doesn't always flinch them quite the way that you want to. I was really glad that that worked the way that I wanted it to. But I'm starting to break off pieces of it. I'm kind of focusing a bit on the tail with this attack to see if I can chop off the tail. But we broke up a part, which means, hey, let's grab it before we forget it.
Nice.
And then just start to go that. This game is talking to me as if I haven't played like 20 or 22 hours of it, which is fine. But, you know. You're gonna hear me slamming on my buttons a lot.
Hit it.
I don't. Oh man. You know what the downside is? I think on this save I don't have an iceproof mantle. Temporal mantle. I can't even talk a little bit. I think the game also assumes that you have a lot of the tools that you would have had from other things. So like the temporal mantle is fabulous because it dodges automatically for you.
That's awesome.
You get that from a couple higher ranked quests, even though they're not really that high ranked quests. But it's a good way to learn like a monster's moveset early on. I'm gonna see if I can break its horn. It's much harder to do with dual blades. Oh, it hit me with Frostblight. Do I have nullberries? I do.
Nice.
Delicious.
Ooh.
Hey, fuck you.
Oh God.
I don't usually lock on either, but it can be useful. Oh, he got away from me, but I can still do this a little.
Nice.
Yeah, you start to learn the pace and rhythm of your weapon. It's weird to go from a weapon that's very different than what you play to something else. So it's like if I hopped from this to greatsword, boy gosh, it'd be messy. I can do longsword; it's a little faster. Also, one thing I'll show off with that firing attack is that you can do it with any ammo whatsoever. So if you really wanted to fire off a a flash pod or a poison knife or anything, you can do that.
That's cool.
Can I mount it, or is it gonna move? Oh, I just missed it. Ow. It's a little annoying that I thought I had it. I might still be able to get it.
Yeah, if you
Nah,
keep it around
it's gonna
there.
it's gonna pop right.
Yeah, that's
rare. Oh, right there. Well, this is why we have max potions. Eventually, so you see me running around to do my item stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's gonna go like bonkers. 1, 2. Oh, knocked me down before I could do the clutch claw. And then again, that quicker uppercut. It's a little different than the one. You can see the differences here between that and like the clutch claw version. Oh well. If this guy wasn't jibaiting me and messing with my flow. Oh, I got... It's sort of hard to... It's not so hard to talk and play, but it is a little different.
You got a special guest in the background.
Yeah, so we're going to
there.
fight one of those next. That's a Benbarrow. It's like a giant deadly moose. I like it a lot. It can pick up trees.
Oh, okay.
And hit you with them. So
Very
now they're going to
cool.
fight, so we might as well just show off the turf wars. So I'm not like playing too seriously right now. I want to show off all the new stuff. So he's probably going to pop up right there. Yeah, there it is. Aren't all moose deadly? You're talking to somebody who lived in New England. Yeah,
They're
moose
big.
are really deadly. One thing I can do while they're doing their shit is whetstone. And eventually one of them will... I don't have any dung pods, which would have been nice to get rid of the other thing, but whatever. You can see, yeah, you can see how that attack's a little different than the uppercut one that you get with the combo attack.
Wait, you didn't get the tail right.
No,
thought
it
you
didn't.
just
It
did.
didn't break off. What I would like to do is maybe break some of its fins to make it not swim around as much, but also pretty easy hunt, so not a big deal. But you know, if I found like better rocks aren't great, but I can still use these to dodge, so that's why I'm gonna grab some of those. You know, going right into that. Messing it up a bit. I wanted to try it. I don't use it a lot in combat. I need to use my Nullberry. This happens in Monster Hunter though. Sometimes you have like these really high moments of action and then you get knocked around a bit.
Man.
Get closer. Thank you. Oh no, it went under.
That little growl it has is fantastic.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty good introductory monster. I'm into it. This is pretty good for showing off the environment stuff that they do as well. Just want to select my items. Life powder heals everybody, but I'm just going to use it here for like a fast heal. I need to build up what is called my demon gauge again, which is what I'm trying to set up for like this bigger shit for combos, but it's not quite working.
God, that mantle's so good.
Yeah, it's interesting. So there we go. One of its fins is a little messed up. That was helpful. Bad placement. I'm trying to break its form, which is why I'm kind of positioning funny to like try and hit it there. Not quite working the way I'd like. Dodge out of the way. See it flinched a little. I need to use another hot drink though. That's one that, just the things in general for Monster Hunter, for Iceborne, is that it just gives you a little bit more to keep track of.
Yeah.
See, like if I fire stone, it won't really flinch it necessarily, even though, yeah, it did there. It's always a bit of a gamble. But run it into the wall, set it up for this big stuff. This big flurry is how you're going to get in a lot of your damage as a dual blades fella. Like, just a ton, right? And it also makes it drop more parts, which is nice.
Nice.
Just trying to move away. But yes, we'll do the giant moose next, because that's just the next one. We'll go from there.
Nice. So you said you're like 20 hours in your save at home, right?
Oh boy, yeah, probably more than that now because I played last night. Right, by the time I had done my review, it was about like 17 or 18 hours.
Okay, wow.
And I still had monsters to fight. Oh god, I just want to use my Nullberry. This is why I need to use the radial. But I also suck at it. Also, thanks, Bone Bone. Ow. YouTube commenter, why do you fucking suck so much? I don't know, dude. I'm trying to show off a bunch of cool stuff. We can go game mode. We can go hardcore gamer.
Yeah, get the G rank.
Gamer party mode. Well, you get smacked around so much. I don't know. It's a big ice shark. What level of master rank are you? Oh, you're not any right now? I mean, I might have a unfair advantage because I'm one of the only people who can play this game, but screw you.
Take that, hater.
Oh, it moved a little bit. If I slide down slopes with the dual blades, I can do some fun stuff. See if we can get it closer and maybe try it.
That looks so cool.
I know. You can slide down its spine and just do a bunch of nonsense, which is always very fun. But the placement of that slope is very awkward. I could try one more time just for shits and gigs. Yeah, if it slides forward.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to show off some moves and stuff that people haven't really seen Monster Hunter or like dual blade stuff before. The second mantle that I have on me right now is a Fireproof Mantle, probably because I imagine I was fighting like Teostra or Lunastra or something before this. Like I said, this is like a file from February, so it's hard to keep track of some stuff. In an ideal world, it would be an Iceproof Mantle or maybe like a Vitality Mantle. I love that attack so much.
That looks so good every
really
time.
Good. It's really nice when you find a partner online and you manage to do it at the same time. So it's just like two folks. How did it really ice blight me there? That's my only thing I don't like about some of these fights is that a lot of them are just like status affects the fight. Which is just like such a pain.
Yeah.
It's really important to manage your items so much more in Master Rank, which makes sense, like it should be, but... Oh gosh, it fell off. Whoa. Ooh. Oh, I should have fired my slinger to dodge. I should have done one of these. Oh, I don't actually have anything to equip it right now. I should grab some stone or something.
Ooh. Just sneezed you off.
I thought I could maybe grab it. Ow. Dang. Yeah, I keep on getting dazed here in a way that I didn't normally. I think my armor is a little different too. What I would love to do is, I wish I could have had the other save file and shown off Glavenus. This is my favorite fight ever.
We'll be streaming more of this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna find time to play with people, like readers and viewers,
cool. Yeah.
which is something that I did when we were doing Monster Hunter World as well. I'm trying to get over here in the opportunity of maybe smashing its fucking face, but dual blades aren't always weapons that break things off. I mean, they can be. Yeah, you're not getting away. Fuck you.
Nice.
You can kind of angle where you're gonna go when you fall off a slope. I'm putting an inordinate amount of time into trying to break its face. I shouldn't. Did ammo drop over here? I thought it did. Oh well.
Get him.
Yeah, so I'm by no means an expert hunter, but I have played this for a lot. So pretty
Whole
comfortable.
lot.
Feel pretty good. Hunts take a lot of time though. It's like a commitment, right? It's a process. Is it lying down yet? No, not yet. I was like, I can probably capture this.
It's like the longest hunt you've done in this game.
Jesus, I don't know. You have a limited amount of time. It's like 50 minutes or something.
Okay.
So you
Probably
can
around
run
there.
out of time. This is sort of like a story expedition, so I probably can't run out of time, but you never know. And 2. Break its legs. So these are nice weapons. These are from Teostra, and then you can upgrade them with Xeno'jiiva, which is another Elder Dragon thread, a really nice set.
It's cool every time.
Yeah, I love it. This has Blast, which is something where if you attack enough, it'll eventually do like miniature explosions. Not always the best thing, doesn't always work on monsters, but still pretty nice. There we go, clutch claw.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you'll see, like sometimes it'll just do like, you'll get knocked. I was gonna say it's probably weak. Yeah, you can hear it in the music. Sometimes the musical cue kind of changes when they start running away for that time when they start to stagger. So all we got to do is drop a trap and capture it. So that was kind of sloppy, but it's like whatever. I'm getting through it. It's only just me getting knocked around by a snow shark. Snow shark!
Wow.
So let's keep on going. And we'll do Bambaro.
Nice.
Bonbaro, Bambaro, I don't know. Say it however you want. Traps are great. Once monsters start to stagger, for those of you who have not played Monster Hunter games before, you just drop a trap.
Yeah.
I don't have enough trank bombs. Oh, shit.
Dang.
Oh no, this is a mistake. I'm just gonna kill it.
Kill it.
Wow, that's the worst. That's the worst feeling in the world.
That sucks.
That's really bad. I thought I had everything before I went on a trip. I thought I was all set. I wasn't. Oh, let me catch my breath.
Get him.
I want to jump on its back, but... it doesn't always happen. So we'll just beat it up.
Yeah, just beat it up. Just kill it. Put it out of its misery.
That's so mean, Paul.
Just kill it.
I do feel pretty bad. Oh, it hit me with a little bit of blight before I got away. There we go.
Nice.
That's what I wanted. Hop on its friggin' face. It's gonna try and knock me off a couple times, but we should be fine. There was, so in other Monster Hunters, like, Monster Hunter Generations or things like that, they had different stances that could do different things.
Oh, that
so
was
there
so
were
cool.
multiple different ways to use a weapon, and one of them was aerial stance, which was, especially for dual blades, you would kind of backflip onto a monster, and
was
then
so
you would come down in a slash, and the point of aerial style was always just to mount monsters and then get them to the stagger fate, which is pretty good. This thing's going to go down very soon. Yeah, there we go.
Nice. It's dead.
I can't believe I messed up with the trank bombs.
Yeah, you killed that.
That's terrible. I'll carve, even though really, it's like, I'm not going to use this save file when I get home tonight.
Do it anyway.
This is just in the office, but you gotta do it. You know, you gotta do it to him. So we can do maybe the other hunt.
Yeah.
Because this is technically an expedition, so I just gotta go back to camp. Talk to the trainer, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're in a new world. What's up with these scary monsters?" And you're like, "You said that the other world was the new world," and they're like, "This is like the new world."
It's that new world.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I can't believe I didn't capture it. That's just wasted time, man. That's inefficient. Super inefficient.
I love this little like solo at the end here.
Beodatus is like Beodatus or whatever is like a really nice starter monster because it's a good refresher, and then the first handful of monsters, as you might expect, are monsters that are like cold and ice based. So using that armor, which will give you like frost resistance, is very, very nice. The game's very good about kind of giving you a nice introduction to Master Rank before being like, here's a Tigrex and it can run forever and smash you in the face. I think a lot of people wanted very specific monsters for this. A lot of fan favorites were not in Monster Hunter World, and then Iceborne added them in. So Tigrex, Rajang, for me, Glavenus, just tons of really good stuff.
How much of the Switch one did you play? What was that?
Generations Ultimate? So a fair amount. I have a friend who I used to play the 3DS version of that with, and the nice thing about the Switch version is that you can bring your save file from the 3DS onto your Switch. So I already had a save file with, I don't know, like 20 to 30 hours on there.
Cool.
Which was cool. Which is very, very nice. Fire off the flare. Hey. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right. They streamed Gears 5 yesterday.
Is that a snowy game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very wintry.
So I have to admit that I've only played Gears 1 and 2.
Same.
Because those were the big ones that were out when I was in college. And I know very little about Gears.
Yeah, same.
Shoutouts to Dom. That's all I really know. Our buddy. I saw the trailer for Gears 5. There was like a scientist. He was like, "I'm a scientist saying science stuff to you, Marcus Phoenix's daughter." And he was big. He was big and muscular like any other Gears of War dude, but he's like a scientist.
Yeah, you gotta be ready to throw down.
So I don't
man.
know if just in like the Gears of War future, everybody's made out of like granite and meat slabs.
Everybody's chunky.
Because he was
He's a chunky boy.
he looked like Reb Brown. He looked like a sci-fi 70s protagonist tough dude.
Yeah.
He looked like friggin', and it makes sense because they're doing it. He looks like
Batista.
But in real life, the only person who looks like Batista is Batista.
Yeah,
Well, that's not true, really, but in my brain, at least.
When they're gonna put Dwayne the Rock
Was that a
Johnson
Space
in there?
Mutiny reference? Absolutely. Brock Hardtooth, Bob Johnson. Now I'm quoting Mr. Science Theater. Red Brown was also Captain America in like the 70s or whatever, but his version of Captain America was very strange.
I'm gonna YouTube that.
But yeah, look, whole new village,
Ooh.
which is really cool. This is Celiana. And I'm going to come down here to show you the most important thing, which is our new chef.
Oh my god.
So this is...
Oh my god.
She's great. Well, actually, can I talk to her normal, like back there? Just say hi to her first. So this is the Grand Meowster chef.
Oh my god.
She's fantastic.
Get out of here.
We're her first custom Mew.
Can I play a game with her?
She thinks that this is Wonder Mew.
Oh my god.
And she's like any other grandmother who's like, you're made out of sticks and bones. Let me feed you all sorts of shit. And the answer is, are you kidding me? Yes, let's do it.
Can you hug it? Can you hug her?
Just hold on.
Oh my god.
Just luxuriate in the experience that is watching Grand Meowster Chef.
I just want a game just of this.
Oh, it's so good. She's perfect. Thank you.
Oh.
Love them.
Oh my god. How wholesome.
What's better than this? Just cats being dudes.
That looks so good.
You'd love to see it, yeah.
Damn. God.
Fantastic.
She's adorable.
Super good. I'm going to make sure I have enough supplies for the next thing. This is what I get for hopping onto a save that's like multiple months old and I don't have everything I need. Do I have any sets? I do. I have like a stocked loadout, but I'm missing cool drinks, potions. I'm missing sleep. Oh, I didn't mean to do that at all. That's the dumbest thing. I got rid of the loadout. Whatever. It's one of those days. What we do need to do then is craft trank bombs. But I have like so many parashrooms.
Trank bombs.
Alone in the world was little trank bomb. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, there you go.
Out in the road or back in town, all kind of people getting cat dog down. God rides above, we gotta try and get along. God walked every other sing this song. Cat dog, cat dog. Alone in the world was little cat dog. All right, so let's talk to. Wait, what am I doing? Go on an expedition to secure the Hoarfrost Reach. Okay, so this is just another one where they're like, go out on an expedition, you'll be fine. And the answer is no, I'm going to end up fighting like another big old monster.
See, oh, man. This game looks like so much fun.
Yeah, once you find your rhythm in it, it's good.
Yeah.
I feel like, I stress again, I feel really weird using this old save file.
Yeah.
Everything's like a little half step off of what I was used to. But we should be okay. And next thing will be Banbaro.
Nice.
Banbaro. Everybody's going to be like, why don't you say it the way that I say it? Listen, YouTube.
Dumb.
I love you, but some of you don't love me back.
Just spread love.
Yeah.
Please.
Don't make war.
Right.
Just love. Also on Kotaku.com today, you can enjoy a wonderful post by me about why y'all should be playing Jedi Outcast.
Ooh.
Kyle Katarn Fan Club Unite.
Okay. Close one. Chat loves you.
Yeah, people, I guess, are jealous and want to play Monster Hunter. This weekend, maybe. It depends. So I wanted to do a bunch of stuff this weekend. My girlfriend's pretty busy, so I guess I have some downtime, so maybe I'll do some Monster Hunter with y'all.
Nice.
Which would be good.
I actually might be streaming tomorrow. Tetris 99.
Oh, great.
So stay tuned, everybody.
Gonna get all those new themes.
I'm gonna get them new themes.
Do I tend to stick with one weapon set? Yeah, a ton. Hey there. So I tend to really use dual blades pretty much only. I have a pretty high quality longsword if I need it. Back when I was playing with my ex, I was getting to hammer a lot, which was kind of fun. And is actually not as difficult as it seems. Can you shoot a gun in this game? Holy shit. Yeah, you absolutely can shoot a gun.
It's a big old gun.
So
it's a big old gun.
So let me pull out like a gun. Or, well, they're bow guns.
Once I switched to charge blade, I was like, yeah, ain't no going back.
So I have like a ton of different weapons because I used to do Cove Taroth runs all the time. So this is is this a heavy bow gun or a light bow gun? So you can just fire bombs, for instance, or spread ammo. Spread ammo is just fucking shotgun. Sticky ammo is bombs. There's this,
Oh.
which I hope is what I think it is for this.
Ooh.
Yep, it really is just a gun. So yeah, so that was a heavy bow gun. There's also lighter ones. Once I realized what I was doing, I was like, yeah, that's absolutely a heavy bow gun.
Daisuke said this is Gears 5 now.
Yeah, where the heck is the weapons I were using? Empress dagger is perfect. This is like terrible armor to fight against this stuff with. Where's my Xeno'jiva stuff? Oh yeah, they give you like a free set now of stuff if you log in. That'll get you started in things. What's Xeno'jiva? Yeah, I'll just switch to Xeno'jiva stuff very quickly because it's ice resistant.
Unless you're like my dumbass and didn't beat the original game.
Actually, I could have done the Monster Hunter, or not the Monster Hunter, the Final Fantasy armor, the Draken armor. And because do I have a Iceproof Mantle on this one? No, so we'll just do a Vitality Mantle, and then we'll go. So really cool stuff here, and
Oh, for real.
yeah, so we'll hunt the next monster. And
Can we
go
just
from there.
stop putting out games so I can catch up?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Can everyone just stop for a
What a
minute?
gorgeous game.
No, it really is.
This game's super beautiful. Yeah, I gotta catch up with games. I need to finish Judgment,
I need to start Judgment. God.
which is really good. I'm playing on PS4.
Pro, to be exact.
Yeah, look at those little guys. Look at these little penguins.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that piano?
The game really does want you to appreciate nature.
Come
And then
on.
it wants you to kill everything. But
Hell yeah.
I like the first impulse a lot too. And
Look how beautiful it is. Now kill it.
that's always been the underlying tension of a Monster Hunter game. Did they give me anything for my expedition? Of course they don't. That's how the game tricks you. And it's like, if you don't have your supplies, go get bent. Yeah, I'll finish up Judgment next, and then... Well, actually, no, you know what I gotta do?
What's that?
I gotta start up a brand new RPG for work
Ooh.
tonight.
Ooh.
Can't tell y'all
Oh,
what it
wait.
is.
I think, are we playing the same? Oh, we're playing the same thing.
We probably are.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe we are.
100%.
Oh, shoot.
I have a lot of mixed feelings about it.
Oh, boy.
Even though, you know, when I
Oh,
said...
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
got
think
a
we are
lot
playing
of-
the same thing.
We're absolutely playing the same
We
thing.
can't talk about it yet.
Well, I guess we probably could.
Can we? I didn't look at the
Oh my
embargo.
god, is
info.
there hot pepper around here? I need hot drink. I need pepper. There's usually some right near the start of a zone. Yeah, let's just pick that up. Is it truck heck? No.
No, it's not.
No.
Thank God. Because then I would miss another 80 hours of my life.
Truck heck would blow my brain up in a way that I'm not prepared for.
Oh, and then I also got a code for Divinity Original Sin 2 on Switch.
That's true. You can, and your save file
I didn't play it.
will transfer over if you played it on Steam.
I never played it. That's cool, though. That's
well,
really
you should have
cool.
friggin' played it because it's a great ass game.
I know. Don't tell
Where's the
Steven, he'll fire me.
Slinger torch. There it is, right there. Look at these little fellas here.
Oh my God. Can you pet it? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that the cutest thing I've seen?
Everybody needs to see it. He's falling asleep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're great.
I just want this game where I just walk
you can
around.
wake him up,
oh
and it's
my
kind of scared, and then it goes back to sleep.
Oh my God. I'm losing my mind
yeah,
right
it's
now.
great.
That is so cute.
Super
I
good.
can't even hold
These
handle
hot
this.
springs are great too because as long as I'm in here, like I
Freaking
actually
out.
don't need to use a hot drink or anything. Like if you run out of hot drinks or something, you get back to the hot spring, and then
my
you're pretty good.
I think you just sold me on this. I'm gonna have to beat the base game.
Man, I'll help you. It's cool. Viewers will help you too. We can hop into
Hey.
a session and just do it.
Viewers, help me beat this game. The base game, not Iceborne.
I think this is where we go for the Van Barrow to show up because it has a pretty exciting like opening.
That legit
just
just
like, "Ah."
freaked me out. It's so cute.
Yeah, people will carry you. We're famous. We're not famous at all.
I was up to the
I write for
Nergigante.
Kotaku.com. Near Gigante.
Nergigante.
Which means you have to do a fair amount of Elder Dragons, which is like 4
Yeah.
of them at least. But that's okay.
Oh yeah, there's no cross save on this, right?
Not really.
Oh, so yeah, I'm on PS4, y'all. Let me know if you want to help me.
And also, Iceborne won't come out on the PC until like 2020,
All right.
which is kind of a bummer.
More like nerd Gigan.
Hey.
Huge nerd.
Kotaku in chat. And it's hard with the stuff.
Nerd gigante. Sábado.
So here we go.
Gigante.
Nerd gigante. Nerd gigante is a real sexual being.
Very hot blood.
You ever see that Antonio Banderas thing when he's talking about, oh god, I think it's like Interview with a Vampire or something?
No.
It's like, vampires are very sexual beings. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Talk to him.
So here we go. Bambero. So where's my brain going? I got it. There are some monsters that should be in Iceborne that are not in Iceborne yet, and I wish that they were. There's a giant ice rabbit called a Lagombi, which should definitely be in Iceborne, and I hope they add. And there's also a giant woolly mammoth called a friggin', it rolls around boulders and shit, called a Gamoth, which should absolutely be in this game too. And I hope that, just like how when Monster Hunter World came out and afterwards they added, this should be a good...
Ooh.
Yep.
Nice. Oh my god, that is so cool.
I was like, you're right near a wall. You can cut off their tail.
You're so cool.
Don't know if I'm going to be able to. 1, 2. Oh, it got too far away. That's one of the hard things, is the animations are locked, so like, oh, I'm not close enough. Zamtrios, yeah. That'd be a great one.
What is that? Any poop? Oh, it's just
No,
rocks.
it's just the rocks.
I thought you had ice poop.
There's a lot of really good monsters that they could add to this game. Yeah, so they're gonna clash again.
Oh my god. Yo, he said he gave him like the little cholo head nod. Like, what's up, bro?
Yeah, they know what's going down.
Yeah, that was cool.
We're gonna try it. Oh, it was worth a shot. Oh, did I not? Do I have null berries? I do. I have 10 of them. They're gonna turf war. It's gonna pop up again, like we saw before. And then he's gonna body them because both parties take damage in turf wars.
Oh heck yeah! Ooh.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think actually, yeah, we fought this dude in at E3.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I imagine that's a really good demo monster.
Yeah. They gave us a bunch of lives though. They were really nice to us.
Oh, so what? You could cart like 9 times?
Yeah, we like carted like 6 or 9 times,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, I can't even grab that yet.
I was
It's like in the middle of a weird animation.
After like the 4th time that whoever was like player 1 or whatever, I was like, man, this dude.
So one thing that's actually super cool
Put
is
the
that
controller down.
because everything's getting upgraded in this game, your palicos, your little buddies, so my Bone ends up getting new gizmos too. Mostly he gives me health. There's one that if you get knocked out, he'll actually drop a huge glob of like healing jelly on you
Yeah.
and save you from getting carded at least once. It's a great skill, especially if you're somebody who hasn't done like a G rank type of thing before.
Yeah. That's cool.
Totally great. It saves you from one cart.
That's awesome.
Forget what it's called.
Oh, to be clear, Phil, I carried the whole team at E3.
Oh, buddy.
I made us proud.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. So I didn't have it there. I wasn't expecting to get hit by a tree. We'll be okay. Though.
Damn.
We should be fine.
Damn, son, where'd you find that one?
Secretly, this is why I have ancient potions with me, so I can just do this.
Did you have a meal?
No, I had. Well, beforehand for this, yeah, I did.
Okay.
But
Oh yeah. You went to
also, when you die, you lose a lot of effects, and one of those is like having an ancient potion just gives you max on both your bars. So sometimes, if you have a ton of them like I do, it's easier to just consume them after you get knocked down. I'm actually embarrassed by that knock, though. But hey, now we know that my Palico doesn't have that cool ability yet.
Good to know.
And so we're just going to go with it.
Way to go, Bone.
We'll beat this thing up. It's not Bone's fault.
No, I know. I'm just giving him some tough love.
Please don't.
Get on it, Bone. Yeah, quit your job. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
No, don't. Don't quit your job. Oh, and because the dual blades are a small weapon, when you do that clutch claw attack, you actually you can break off and get ammunition for your slinger.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's great. So now if I wanted to again, I could...
Get right back up on that horse.
I could try.
Ooh.
Like it might not. Well, right now it's just flying the fuck around and not chilling.
Who's this joker over here?
I don't know. They're just around. This is gonna suck. That could have really sucked.
Oh wait, that dude just...
I want to try and do my thing again, but it's not staying still. That's another one of the pitfalls of Monster Hunter. Sometimes you're like, I have this plan, and then the monster just doesn't do the shit you want.
Yeah. Doesn't want to play along.
So right now we'll just kind of chop out its legs. This will not stagger it, or will it? It's not really near a wall.
Monster.
He's like, see what you did there? Knock it into a wall. And I'm like, yo, I know,
I
dude.
know, bruh. Let me live.
Let's try that again. Nah, but I can still flinch it and make it fall.
That's cool.
Oh, the snow's slowing me down, though.
Yeah!
Oh, the blast effect came in. That's good. This is definitely not a super tricky monster, but a little tricky in the sense that I think that larger monsters in this game are sometimes a little hard to manage because they knock you around big time.
Yeah.
And you just kind of need to learn to love the nonsense a little.
Yeah, that's true. That's Monster Hunter in a nutshell.
Right. After a while, like, I don't know, none of my hunts have been particularly stylish or perfect. I've had my moments, right? And so sometimes it feels like Monster Hunter is just like a shit show, and then other times you feel like a magnificent son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of built into the DNA of the game.
Yeah, seriously though, I can't get enough of this snow.
Yeah, it's nice.
Wait.
There we go.
Ooh.
This is when I wish I had earplugs. It's a skill on your armor that can prevent you from getting staggered. Yeah, so not the most stylish hunts, but they've been okay. I'm very particular about like I really want to have like the best quality Monster Hunter play, but it's like eh.
Also, you're playing a game that was 100 hours ago.
I mean, that doesn't matter too much in terms of like my relative skill level, but can I... Oh, Jesus, I ran out of stamina like right before. Alright, dipshit. There
Nice.
Good. What I'd like to do is break its horn. See how like that thing just jumps around?
Yeah.
Like, boy gosh, sometimes these monsters just go friggin' bananas. There we go.
Man, don't get us started, Dice King.
Somebody's
the
asking
moral
what's the justification for fighting these monsters? They're here. It's like Everest. You do it because it's there. Also science or something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I gotta get away for a second. Sometimes you can save yourself using a potion if you're like, Bone. Where the fuck is Bone? Yeah. I was like, heal me.
Heal me, bro.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, he's doing the tree thing again, which is terrifying.
Ooh, wow.
It's no, like, I don't feel too bad about getting knocked down if it was just the tree thing. Yeah, some of it is like monsters are going bonkers because elder dragons are doing weird stuff, but other times it's like they're also just like, you're in a new land and a monster's attacking, you should probably kill it. And you're like, okay. Yeah. See, I'm trying to get to that bigger wasp right there. There we go.
Nice.
One, two. Can I get it with the claw? Yes. but it knocked me down. That sucks. So I like that combo. I like the ability to do the that little claw combo that I've showed people off a couple times. Oh, God. But yeah, I should be able to use them only. I should be able to use only the tranquilizer dart like in Metal Gear.
Kotaku says sometimes there are animals you want to study, so you need to fight them for data.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it
I'm
works.
getting knocked the fuck around right now.
It's like real life. I used to fist fight my textbooks.
Yeah.
That's why I was like I had a C and everything.
I'm just running around and healing again.
Oh, that was
No, it's fine.
sick.
One thing that happens a lot in Master Rank is just monsters that are more mobile.
Yeah. Oh, who's this
Whoa,
Joker?
fucker! What?
Fuck out of here,
You interrupted.
bro.
You interrupted my combo. I was gonna do my combo, my clutch claw combo. 1, 2, 3, clutch claw. Oh, see, that's one of the things I hate about Monster Hunter is like, look, I'm gonna try and do a cool thing,
Yeah.
which I did there
Whoa.
just for style points, but it's also like, oh, come on, let me do the thing. If I get close to it and form pot it again, maybe I can knock it down. Ah, that's the risk of the clutch claw.
Okay.
Oh wow, that was really close. Beodatos coming in.
Reverse Monster Hunter would be like
Monster
you
Rancher,
are the monster,
which was a thing.
and you have to team up and
Did
kill
you
humans.
fight the monsters in Monster Rancher? I don't remember, but that was an actual franchise.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember watching the cartoon.
There's Monster Hunter Stories, which is where you actually are a monster rider, and so you go into like Pokemon battles with the monsters. That's on the 3DS, and I think now on the Nintendo Switch maybe. Monster Hunter Stories is actually pretty cool. It's like when I wrote about it, I said it's like my favorite Pokemon game. It's really cool. Screamer Pod is something I could have used on the Beodatos. If it goes underground, let's see if it does it. I'd be super interested to know, or it's gonna go away. But if something's underground, you fire a Screamer Pod, it pops up. I thought maybe I could get it again.
You shaved a couple of hairs off the tail.
Yeah, it was nice. And then again, that clutch claw uppercut,
Oh,
which is really nice.
so cool to watch.
Again, slightly different from the normal clutch claw attack, which is this downward spiral, which if you do it on the right body part, you can hit for quite a bit.
So Kato in the chat saying, what I've heard, you basically have to throw away your equipment, your current equipment, because it's trash? Question mark?
Sort of. Like, you're going into a whole new tier, so if people who've played stuff before remember what it was like going from low rank to high rank, it's like that. So, but the good news is that the Master Rank sets all have new aesthetics and looks, which is cool. Oh, they're turf worn again. So there are like Master Rank fights against Great Jagras or Kuluyaku or something. Just like a whole new tier. So like the end game gear that you might have now will get you through like the first couple of fights maybe, and then as you start getting to a couple different fights, you're gonna want to start crafting stuff off of Banbaro, off of. Can I get you to? Oh, it roared and knocked me off. Can I get you to turn this way? No.
Are you trying to ram him against the trees?
Yeah, I wanted to. But again, remember, you also have the dodge, which is an interesting thing. Is it not doing it? Oh, because they're not equipped. But the dodge, for people who haven't seen, is on these attacks you can do that, which is really cool. So like if you just have like a bunch of stone or something. Come on, can I get you?
Ooh.
Not quite. So this has been like a really casual fight. Yeah, I wouldn't call the equipment trash. It'll get you through the first tier, but it's like, if you're expecting shit from the base game to all of a sudden carry you through this entire expansion. Like, that's not a realistic expectation, I would argue. Right?
Yeah, because they want you to start somewhere, right?
Right, you're in master rank now, motherfucker.
It's the big leagues.
I should have been paying more attention and eating a hot drink because you see it's affecting my stamina bar, which is a bit annoying. I thought maybe I could still jump. Oh boy. Am I knocked out? He might get me again. Bone Bone hit me!
Bone Bone!
Oh my god, Bone Bone's like a fucking hero. That's brilliant.
Bone Bone.
For president.
Yo, shout out Bone Bone in the chat, please. Show some respect.
Let's get one of those going. On big monsters, it's really nice. This thing might start staggering soon.
It was drooling for sure.
It's definitely getting weaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trusting that I'm underneath it and I'm gonna mess with it. Are you gonna get me? Please don't. Yeah, so somebody in chat is pointing out monsters can enrage, which makes it a little harder to clutch claw them and stuff. So I would say you could get away with not using new master rank armor until you're eventually going to get to a monster called a Barioth, which is kind of like an ice cougar thing. You probably want some decent gear for that, or at least you want some decent ice resistant gear for that fight in particular. You can kind of flub it here. Yeah, Barioth has wings. It's a winged wyvern. So in this game it actually can do some cool things where it hops onto the wall and then charges down at you. Really cool fight. In general, some of the fights in this expansion are some of my favorite fights that I've had in the series for a while. That wasn't high enough to do the thing I wanted to do. Right. Moved too much.
Right.
I'm locked in this animation, which sucks. Leaving its old skid marks out there. Gross. Is it enraged? I don't know. No, my stamina was low. The nice thing about the Clutch Claw is, well, I'm going to capture this monster, but if something's fleeing and you really wanted to do extra damage while it's fleeing, it's like, sometimes you can just hop onto its tail and like sneak in a little extra while it's running, and it's not going to do anything to you. It's kind of cheesy, but not too bad. So we'll capture it. There's some sort of glamour-y type system for appearances. Oh yeah, Brachydios is in this. That's like a giant hard-shelled T-Rex with boxing glove fist that I do have enough tranks this time around. That punches the ground and leaves spittle that explodes eventually. It's terrifying. So this will be our last fight for today. To show you just the first two fights. There we go, Ruben.
Yeah, we did it!
And we get to take it home with us.
And now he'll be our friend.
Yep. Yeah, Brachydios is super cool. And it's nice when you kind of start breaking off parts of its armor and stop it from using its acid spit. Because what it does is it'll pound around the arena like boom, 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 and create what's basically like a shit ton of landmines around you, which is terrifying. So let's go back into... look how stylish I am. Let's go back into the village, see what I can craft maybe after these two hunts. Probably not too much, but we can just see what I have. And I can show off some of the basic armor sets. My recommendation is get a good cold armor set, whether that's Barioth or Beotidus or something. And then eventually you're going to get to a different version of Odogoron, which is like a meat dog. It just looks like a dog without skin.
Meat dog.
And that you're gonna fight one that's like super poisonous. And you can fight a normal Tobi Kadachi, and get that. Fight master rank Tobi Kadachis to get those weapons, and then fight Poison Meat Dog to turn them into pretty good mid-tier poison weapons, and you're golden. Yeah, it's really good. So I'm going to see what armor sets we have here just for shits and gigs.
Someone says, are the vanilla maps still available?
They are. And so there's new monsters there. So for instance, there's something called a Coral Pookie Pookie, or Pukey Pukey really, which in the main game, that's just like a weird iguana lizard chameleon dude whose tail can get really big and fat and spew out poison. This one goes up to puddles and sucks up water with its tail, and then fires it out like an industrial strength water jet.
That's messed up.
It's as gross as it sounds.
That's messed up.
It's like its tail gets super fat, and then just shoots out a beam of water. And the good news is that you can just chop off its tail and then take away that stuff from it. It's super cool. There's a Nightshade Palamoun, which is like a different version of a Palamoun that can it spews out sleeping gas.
Ooh.
And can cover the arena in like sleeping gas pockets. And if you run into them, naturally you fall over asleep. It's a really funny.
That's cool.
It's a really funny monster. Some of the new subspecies for monsters that already exist in areas that you've already explored, they're fantastic. Some of them are not as interesting.
Man, I'm gonna play this game again.
It's tricky.
Chad, help me out. Please join me and help me find the
In
Sábado Gigante.
In English, this guy is voiced by Matt Mercer,
Oh.
who people might know from Critical Role, who people might know from being
Overwatch.
McCree or all sorts of things.
It's new.
He seems like a very charming fellow. He's a good DM for his Dungeons and Dragons group.
He seems like a cool dude
Yeah.
in real life.
Well, he sometimes retweets our stuff and whatever.
Hey, my guy.
Sábado Gigante.
Yeah, I gotta fight the Sábado Gigante.
Um,
I need help, chat.
It's gonna be scary.
Help me out, please. I know I tried to fight it 3 times by myself. I got my ass
Nergigante
whooped.
is hard. Nergigante is a big wall. Diablos is a big wall. For this, I think it's going to be, at least for the mid-game or like early game, it's going to be Barioth and Tigrex that people are going to be like, dang, this shit's bonkers. I'm skipping through this so we can see what armor I got.
Oh my god!
She's so great. My
Hug
favorite
her.
person in the world.
Oh, I just want to hug her.
Oh, she's my mom and my mom's mom.
Seriously, if they don't come out with some sort of thing I can buy and put on my desk with the grandma
With that
cat,
and the
with the abuelita cat.
yeah, Tigrex is back. Rajang. Oh yeah, so you know that attack where I was diving and it looked like I was just like crazily trying to get out of the way?
Yeah.
That has mad invincibility frames. So if somebody's doing like a big attack, like Nergigante tends to,
Yeah.
then that's a really good way to do it. What do we have
Oh, so that's
for the
what
weapons here?
Kato-kun is saying
Yeah,
in chat.
that's what Kato's trying to tell us.
Word. Thanks for the tip.
So forge
Pro
equipment.
tips.
Weapons, it's always like, the trick for weapons is that you got to start on certain trees. So I can actually show you that more when I look at upgrades.
That's the other thing too. I gotta relearn all these menus. I should have asked them for those laminated papers from E3 so I could be like, can I just borrow this textbook so I can figure out how to play this game again?
So it's tricky. So like,
oh god.
man, I thought having these was like high game stuff, but there's gonna be one other level of this that I'm eventually gonna be able to upgrade it to. You know, you're eventually gonna. I don't have a lot to show here yet because I haven't fought all the new monsters, but it's like eventually you're gonna fight this Tobikadachi. You're gonna get these, and then you're gonna come down here and get the poison ones, like I said, or you're gonna, you know, get Otogoron stuff, and and you're gonna get these, right? Which are just like chain. They're basically chain blades, which makes me think of Dauntless. Armor-wise,
Someone says, is that the upgrade for AT or is that an Iceborne upgrade?
So it's not arch-tempered. I can't think off the top of my head. I don't know quite what people are asking. So like new metal armors. I can craft probably a lot of Beatitus stuff. This is a good starter armor, right? That if you want things with large, like super, so there's a new size of level 4 decorations in here. So all you need to know is that beta armor sets have more decoration slots but less abilities. alpha armor sets have more abilities, slightly different look. So this one gives you a little bit more health boost and things like that, but this one will let you customize your slots a little bit better. There are also gems that are 2 things at once now, so like an HP / whatever thing or whatever. And you can see too, master rank armors look different because this is Tobi Kadachi armor in master rank. Where can I find it here? This is Kadachi armor in lower rank, right? It's really cool. You can see that with all sorts of armor sets here, and the good thing is that you can just start hunting those immediately. So like,
are you serious?
This is master rank Gyarados gear, right? Which is really cool, but low rank Gyarados gear is like, watch, kind of clunky and bigger.
Silly.
I like the master rank armors a lot, as a matter of fact. And there's some good things in here, like master rank from small monsters like Vespoids and things like that you can do to have good mixed armor sets. I tend to be somebody who really likes having just the complete armor sets for like the skill bonuses, and then I'll slot gems in there to do whatever I want. But mixed sets are a really popular thing if you're going to do high-level Monster Hunter. So like, this is Gyros armor.
Oh my god.
Right? And in base Monster Hunter world, like, you barely ever hunt gray Gyros. Like, there's no real point to it. Or, hell, Jagras armor. The first armor that you can get. Ooh. This is what it looks in high rank. In low rank, it's, a little chummier.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, this is Bambero stuff.
What? Oh my god.
The new Kadachi stuff, Beaudidus. I think the next thing I fight is Barioth or something. How soon is the Draken armor obsolesced? So I was telling people before, you can probably get through the first couple tiers using your old armor, but I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. Draken armor was the Final Fantasy XIV armor that was really popular at high level stuff because it has a built-in attack boost. My recommendation is like, just treat it like you're going back through high rank or low rank again, and just, for start, get something with higher defense and some ice. Things like, so even Beaudidus armor, it's nice because each piece has 3 against ice, right? And for a while, you're only going to be fighting ice monsters. And then afterwards, you can worry about mixing your sets or things like that. I don't know, it's really great. So like this, like, cause look, like this is just the chummy level 1 armor of the new thing in Iceborne, and it's really good looking armor. So I don't know.
That's awesome.
What else is there? Barroth armor used to friggin' suck. This is still bananas, but I'm gonna show you like old school Barroth, just for a second.
Oh my god. That hat is ridiculous.
Where's old school Barroth? Old school Barroth armor is like fucking dumb. I hate it. Barroth
trash.
Is so weird. Can somebody wants to see the new Tobi Kadachi upgraded longbow? Might be able to show it off, and then we gotta go.
Yeah.
Where's the tree? Legiana, Pookie, Tobi Kadachi. It might not show. Some of these, and then the Kadachi one down here is going to be the one that goes into the Kadachi Odogoron mix again. Does Iceborne make previous armor obsolete? You can sell off a lot of those old mats if you really want to. Like, there's no, like, you're not going to be crafting with some of this. I mean, keep them for now to be safe. But a lot of the materials that you need are going to come from master rank monsters. You can't just be like, here's my low level, Great Jagras or whatever. Now, can I get the Jagras armor? The answer is like, no, not really. There's going to be specific things that you need to craft master rank armor, which is why you hunt correspondingly like master rank monsters and things like that, which is good. So this is a fantastic expansion. I'm still like getting close to the end of it. It's been around 18 to 20 hours, maybe 22 if I'm being generous, because there's been some grinding. You're going to reach your walls. You're going to find moments where there are monsters that make you need to go back and grind. For me, it was Tigrex, and then I grinded like 5 Glavenus or 4 Glavenus to get that armor set. A lot of good classic monsters in here. A lot of cool subspecies. A little grindy. I like it though.
Nice.
So,
and your review's on the site as well, right?
Reviews right on the site right now.
Where
I will start playing with readers and stuff probably over the weekend. And we'll make a private session. You can all hop in with the password. We'll start hunting monsters together.
And let me know if you want to carry me because I need to get my ass up into Iceborne.
And, a little sloppy today because of old save file, talking when we do it. But I think I showed off some cool stuff.
Heck yeah.
There's, look on YouTube for people who are showing off, the new skills. Shout outs to another YouTube channel, Eric's Gaming. He's
good.
He's super good. He has a lot of the breakdowns for the new skills. I have no problem shouting out good content creators.
Heck yeah.
If you want to have a little bit of a greater understanding from people who focus, laser focus on Monster Hunter. But otherwise, I'm going to keep on playing casually on my own stream or on Kotaku stream.
Cool.
We'll start fighting monsters together. It'll be really good.
Nice. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you around.
Yeah, have a good day.